you know, I don't think that Chamber is bad on this map. I think I would have wanted to see a second Sentinel coming out. I am a big fan of double Sentinels as a comp on this map, but you know, both teams choosing not to. So we're gonna see. So again, Casual Pink opting for those two duelists. They're really gonna have to put in some work. And Hat is gonna have to do just as much, right? Being the only duelist on that side. So
I think the good thing about both teams' comps is they are strong for attack, and this is a map that is very hard to attack into. However, neither team has a very like a double sentinel, like you're saying, which makes it almost impossible to push into either site. Instead, they're opting for very fighty, very dually type comps. So the entire attacking team is outside of A main right now, but the defending team has the read. They're close up on it, but they're not going to get the opening pick. Hat just continuing his first blood dominance.
Yeah, great pick by him. And good on them for not doing anything too crazy there. But Diesel, speaking of crazy, hits a beautiful 1 and 2 shots onto these defenders, and now they have the side all but taken, and they know exactly where RV is. But RV with a baller Kobe dart that he just threw, and he's gonna go ahead and not get any info off the dart though. And this is gonna be a bit tough, but they do have the crossfire. RV finally spots one. Great tag by Diesel and a great second shot by Diesel for the 3K. Wonderful start for the side of Donk.
Yeah, Diesel played that beautifully. He got all the trades that he needed. What we saw coming out of the Astra on the defending side was a little bit of aggression, right? Once they lost the first pick, Astra knew they needed to do something a little crazy, right? Play inside that close smoke to get a pick and get away, if possible, if they wanted to win the round. But once he goes down, it makes it really difficult. Even though that was a winnable round in theory, at the end in that 1v2, it doesn't come to fruition.
No, not at all. And Donk yet again just play this very slowly. I like this a lot. They do get the pick onto RV. Diesel backing up Cheerios there in top mid, and he's able to get away with his life. So wonderful start at clearing out the third person. Now they're going to get into this A site. Virtue is in heaven, but I don't think there's much that he's going to be able to do here in this spot. And Jericho does kill Hat through the smoke right before the door is able to close, and that is a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah.
But regardless, Donk still has the numbers.
Oh my baby.
Baby does go ahead and incinerate or obliterate Jericho. Or sorry, not Jericho.
And Virtue's last to fall, but that's to be expected. He just had a classic, right? So
yeah, not much to say there. Pretty standard round, nothing too crazy. But now we're gonna see the guns come out, and this is where Casual Pink can finally come up with a response. So
yeah,
let's see what they do here.
It looks like Casual Pink is going to have a stronger buy. Donk opting to keep their weapons and just bonus it out. And they're gonna go for a fast B. It looks like they've got some trips set up for the flank. Everyone's ready. They're peeking mid a little bit. Hat, can he get that first pick? No one's peeking him.
Nothing.
No one's peeking him, and he's pushing up mid. He's getting a lot of good space. He's not gonna hit anything but a trip and pizza. But they have two defenders on site they need to clear out if they want to win this, or take the site at least.
Now we're gonna start seeing the utility come out. They know someone's close. They just shot the dog.
He teleports away though.
Opting to sit backside, and this is going to be interesting. Tora with a great kill onto Diesel, and so far they're denying any interest onto the site. Tora doing everything he can to stop it, and Jericho and him are absolutely shutting down this push onto the A site. Finally, RV coming in and shutting down Cheerios, and that's all they're going to get. Just 2 kills on that round. Not as much damage as they would have liked.
That's to be expected on a bonus, right? It's tough to win those with the inferior weapons, but they made a good try out of it. I like the defense setup, though, with the Jet and Chamber together on B, right? Both characters are able to take the duel and instantly get away. And Tora had to use his teleport to reposition after the dog spotted him out, but you know, that reposition is what allowed him to get 2 on site. So very good play, and the attackers are going to respond by spreading out, right? This is a very important round for them. They need to win this if they want to keep this half rolling, right? Defense side is so strong that winning this gun round could mean everything for them.
Yeah, and looking at just kind of walking back and forth in A main, nobody's speaking him just yet. There are 3 players towards this A side of the map. So far, nothing is happening. RV looked like he wanted to shoot out that dart to get some info, but decides not to. But look at Hat just walked out and he gets finally peeked by RV, and he gets the kill. I don't know how Hat is able to just walk out like that. That is almost insane to me. But Horselicker does catch Gion on the other side of the A side, and Virtue gets the baby Cheerios with a trade right back, and now they have this A side. Now they can finally get the spike down.
Yep, 3v3. All of the attackers are on site. Tora gets 1. RV's low. Tora's traded out. And there's 1 remaining in a 1v2 for the attacker side.
But Horselicker has full HP! Wow! Jake Horselicker, I said it in the pregame. He had to step up. And man, did he deliver with that round.
Perfect situation for him. RV's spraying the right side of hell to clear it out for his teammate. And at that moment, right, Horselicker swings, kills Jet, and then kills RV, who's low. So, like I said, Horselinger, yeah. Like I said, very important round for the attackers, right? Getting this gun round means that they're going to be facing an eco now, or at least a very broken buy from the defenders. And they need to get this rolling, right? Because once they get on defense, that's the favored side. Tora gets the opening pick though with Tour de Force. And the second.
Too much. Wow, great repositioning. He gets a first pick. He immediately teleports over to mid. What? Yeah, look at Hat even recognizing what a TP setup. That was absolutely brilliant by Tora to do. And like I said, even on this broken buy, they are looking absolutely fearsome. Kind of going back to what I was talking about, Horselicker getting those 4 kills really is going to boost his confidence, and that's exactly what he needs right now.
Yeah. Tora has been playing very well. Is he going to push that? He is. What a great timing, but so much confidence.
Too far.
Yeah, absolute confidence on Tora right now. He almost catches Horselicker, but I don't like that he didn't push off the utility there. I thought that it was great. It denied the Tour de France any visibility, but they opt not to, and instead they go and re-peek mid and they find RV, Jake. That's
a very nice pick from Horselicker.
Yeah, and like I said, he's getting that confidence, and
the thing is, the defenders have pushed up all the way through A, and I don't even know if they've set off this alarm bot. So they know that there's no one coming A, and Cheerios, despite that, is able to get one, but the flank comes through finally. They're gonna get Horselicker is gonna get the plant down on site. Virtue gets one with the pistol, and Horselicker is all alone.
Yeah, Horselicker in the 1v3 here. And I just have a feeling he's going to go huge, but he's not. I'm actually wrong, Jake.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very tough situation. If he gets the first, he might have a chance, but unfortunately, they can't win out this round. That's a important round. Virtue's able to get his ult up. He's got the Astral Divide, right? The Cosmic Divide, my bad. And on this map, that can be a very good defensive ult. I'm a big fan of. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a showstopper, to say the least. So we did. I mean, it was just unfortunate, right? Because they had the positioning up mid there, but not up mid. Excuse me, Diesel with the repositioning mid just absolutely shuts down anything. So shout out to him. That was a great play.
Yeah, and I think it really broke down when they took no space on A. It just became so clear they were pushing B. But here we have the attackers. Hat's got his ult out, the Bladestorm, and they're just waiting outside A main, looking for someone to take a fight with them. But they're too disciplined. Virtue's got the setup.
The question is,
Oh, here comes the shock dart on his position, but it's not going to land.
And what I wanted to say is, do they check Gion? And they haven't yet.
No.
And they're not going to, and he might get 3. He gets 2.
Yeah.
Tora comes in and swings and absolutely helps his teammate out there, and it just stops any pushes there. Diesel is trying to get the Tour de France working, but it's not going to happen. Gion with a beautiful 3K, and that was the question of that round. Were they going to check that corner, and could he go big?
Yeah, already the tides are turning. Defense is just so tough to crack, you know, for the attackers on this map. Almost no matter what comp you're running, but especially when you're running into a 3-man stack on site, they got to clear that close corner. They got to clear Gen. They got to clear Hell. Like, it's just scary. It's dangerous.
Yeah, I actually would have wanted to see more of that actual utility coming out from the side of Virtue.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not the side of Virtue,
out.
of Horslicker, but yeah, I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry. In this round, we have Jericho already repositioning. Took his opening shot towards B main. Now he's scoped in on mid, but he's taken away his sight line to shoot the drone that's coming in through B main. Now, looks like there could be a fight coming up with Horslicker in mid. Oh, he takes the fight and wins the duel. What a aggressive play from Astra. Not something that's maybe always advisable, but when you do it, it's so impactful.
Spike down mid.
Impactful indeed, but Jericho is still patrolling mid, and he finds Diesel. Beautiful shot by Jericho, gets the 3rd, and he smells the 4th, and now he hears him.
Yep.
All he needs to do is hit the shot, and he does it somehow, but misses the stun. We have a little duel here with Jericho and Horslicker. Horslicker trying to defend himself. He does get Tora, but he is going to get swarmed by the defenders, and
yeah, Horslicker practically no HP, somehow able to get 1 in the 1v3 is very commendable, but irregardless, Jericho's op is just too much for the attackers to handle, and that's one of the dangers of attacking on this map is that you're running into these long sight lines, and with a comp like this with Chamber and Jet, it's very possible to have 2 ops, so you never know which side is going to be you know, locked down with that op. It's very difficult to play against.
yeah, absolutely. I agree with you, Jake. It is so difficult to find out where those oppers are, and we are seeing a bit of a peek from Cheerios. Does bait out the shot, beautifully done, and now we do see a run up onto Cat, but Jericho not having any of it, shuts that down, takes a shot, isn't even nervous, isn't even worried. RV, he knows that he's there to help him in Cat if he needs it, and there it is. And this attacker's round is just falling apart. They have nothing at this point, and now they know where the other 2 players are at. The baby does find RV, it does find Gion, but they know where he's at. They don't have to overextend here, Jake.
Absolutely. That was a very, very nice play from RV. Oh,
my goodness, the baby!
3rd
the baby!
He's getting flanked though, but doesn't even matter.
Jericho is such a demon on that op, and you know, we gave so much props to Hat for his dominance with the op, and he hasn't even picked it up at all this match yet.
You know, it can be so tough to op on the attack. Like, when it works, it's great, but you're really, you know, you're pushing into the defending opper's sightlines, right? They're going to be set up waiting for you, so you have to just absolutely out op them. But with this timeout coming in, it's a good time for it. You know, Valorant is so fast. You know, even though we had a 50-minute game last time, these games could easily go only 30 minutes, and a half can slip away from you very quickly. You know,
so quickly, Jake, so quickly.
Yeah. So taking this timeout is a very good idea, especially with someone in the coaching role who's been watching. You can give them some advice, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And again, just utilizing the timeouts. Again, just the only team to do so. So shouts out to Dunk. Love to see that. And you know, we saw what it did for them last game. Can it have the same effect this game?
I'm sure they're hoping so.
That's a good spot.
That works.
So this time Jericho is aggressive in mid, going to be looking towards top mid, but the attacker team is set up outside of B. So it looks like they're gonna be going for a quick round. And the defenders are not really set up for this, so this could be their chance in. They might have the read, but they gotta go quick because Sova and Jet are already in market watching this.
And just a little update on our other series. I just am being told that Lucky Cat Gaming won the second game 13-1, and they have taken the series. They have taken GV out of the tournament, and wow, I did not expect them to so dominantly take that 2-0. So gonna be exciting to see the next game or the next series between the winner of this series, and that's gonna be an absolute banger.
For sure. Tora getting overwhelmed in back of site, and the attackers have finally taken over B. They can really set up for this post plant 4v3. It's going to be a good look for them.
We are seeing Virtue put out some stars onto that B side. He is going to try to make something happen here with that utility, but it is down to the 4v3, and these players on that donk side are ready for this push, and here it comes. Can they stop it? Hat shuts down Jericho.
Oh,
Virtue though somehow finds one, gets two. Not sure how he's able to do that, but they know where everybody is at. Virtue with a third. This became from impossible to possible. Cheerios does catch Jihan in midair, but look at Virtue somehow absolutely whiffs that, Jake. Not sure how Cheerios is going to clutch that out for his team.
From a round that looked so dominant for DONK, it goes down into a 1v1 with low health. Just Virtue absolutely, like, first he guesses the position of one, and then he just out-aims the next two. I think that kind of illustrates, though, the problem of trying to post plan on B when all your players on site. It makes the spots that the players are going to hold kind of predictable. That's why Virtue was able to just spam the smoke and get a kill. But it looks like the attackers want to test this B defense again, right? They know it's only Chamber really playing on site, and Chamber, as good of a sentinel as he is, he's no Astra. He's not gonna, I'm sorry, no Killjoy. He's not gonna just shut down a push entirely by himself. It looks like they're gonna follow in onto this Seekers and dash into site, close the door. They've got the info. One's back site, one's CT. Tora gets one, RV gets another, spamming through the smoke and shuts down this push so quickly.
Yeah, that was almost immediately shut down. And now what can DONK really do? They're having a drone fight in the middle of the side, as we just both saw.
Yeah,
Cheerios has to make something happen. Gets a kill blind, gets a second one, but RV shuts him down, luckily, because Cheerios was about to go absolutely ham. And the baby's still stuck in that corner. He just needed to move out of there, Jake. He just sat there and he never really moved, and that's going to cost him the round.
Yeah, they weren't even able to get the plant off in that round. And Tora was able to, he was backside, right? And then he teleports out of sight. He's drawing the attention, but he's able to just get out clean. And that's what you love to see from a Chamber player, right? Using that teleport, buying time for the team, and just shutting down that push.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful gameplay there. Coming out of Tora, absolutely working those teleports and just making it really tough to get onto that site.
Yeah, this time the attackers want to try their luck on A. It looks like Gian might want to take an aggressive fight. He gets the win.
Wow, crouch peeking.
Yep.
Or just crouch sitting in the middle.
Oh, he spams the smoke and gets a headshot. He's going for more. He knows he's up against inferior weapons, but there's one behind him. Was that too much, maybe?
That was a little bit too much. I will say so, Jake, that there's no need there at that point. You got the info.
Yeah.
There's really no need. I mean,
given over a rifle to the attackers who did not have one. Virtue's splashed on site. They have the info, but they're not pushing off it.
Yeah, they're still hesitating a little bit, and as they hesitate, Jericho is on the flank. And he is just holding it for now. He's not pushing, but they know that they're stuck there.
Yeah, he's gonna have all the info. He'll hear them if they're running back, but if they decide to walk all the way back and through CT, he does not have the sight line. That's the only option for the attackers right now
left.
if they want to get out of there.
They have gone radio silent. Nothing's really happened in the last 15 seconds.
Right.
They are going to hit the side here.
Yeah, the problem with this is that the defenders have the info. They know that it's not a rotate, and they're just going to mow them down. Yep.
Absolutely beautiful suck there by Virtue. Is going to use the gravity well and just absolutely spray down the attackers. Not even going to get anywhere near that site. And so things have slowed down a bit on the side of DONK. They're not really finding any footing here. And they definitely need this last round going into this half.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what they do here. I would actually like to see them default. I don't think I've seen them default too much at all this half. They've really just kind of grouped up and hit. So
yeah, I think it makes sense. You know, they're a little bit afraid of the ops that are out, and there you go. Jericho gets the pick on top mid. Very heavy mid setup, but Diesel gets the trade onto Gian. Like this is a very good response from the attackers. I like this, taking a lot of space on mid, but they're just.
But as we spoke, Tora came in with a absolute nasty 3K and absolutely just shut down that half. It is 8-4. What are you thinking here, Jake? Is this? Are we seeing a repeat of last game? Can we see that comeback come out of this defending side from DONK?
Yeah, if there's any side that you'd want to try and make a comeback, I would say it's defense side Ascent. It can be brutal. Like, and we saw why. If you're playing it correctly, you know, you really have to be in the mind of the defenders, you know, just rotating them one way to the other, taking space on A, taking space on B, watching mid, like you have to be picture perfect if you want to deny the defenders all the info that they can get. And this is a very info heavy team with two initiators on defense. So we'll see how this goes as the attackers are taking a very heavy mid presence.
Yeah, so far, so good, but Gian is gonna go ahead and get aggro, gets Diesel and Cat, only to be traded out by Cheerios, and then RV chiming in with one of his own, and now they're down to the 4v2 as Gian just found Hat, and the baby was looking practically at nothing there, unfortunately, and he gets caught off guard.
Yeah. Now, this makes it very difficult to win out. One of the things we saw that helped the comeback was the anti-eco win, right? Or the eco win, so to speak. So I don't know. We'll have to see if the defenders opt to buy up here. It's definitely plausible. So
we're definitely gonna have to see an eco come out of these guys if they really want to bring this back. So maybe this is the round. I actually like this force. I like the Spectres.
Yeah,
they gotta make it work though. But right now, them splitting up is just.
Yeah, the defenders did not decide to buy in. They're just saving, and they're spread out, which is not something I like to see on an eco round. I think you got to take the gamble. I think you got to stack A, stack B, push mid, something if you want to win this round with pistols. Because as you can see, you're taking a 1v1 with Jet, who has a Spectre, and you have a Frenzy. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely not going to happen. And Gian already moving into that B side, already got the entry, and they're swarming it. Pretty much have completely taken it. Diesel trying to find anything for his troubles, and does get one, but just like that, 10-4, and this is coming to a close if DONK can't find a response here on this gun buy.
For sure. And I think Casual Pink are going to probably keep a couple of their Spectres, right? And just play this really fast, try to play the trades, win out. If they do win this round, it is a dire situation for DONK, right? Losing the eco, the bonus round is not desirable, especially against the attack side.
Yeah, this just went from hard to harder. So we do see guns coming out completely on the side of DONK. So this should be an easier round. And
ooh, there you go.
Diesel decapitates RV in top mid for jumping around. And so far, that's exactly what they needed to get this round started. It's down to the 5v4, but I spoke a little too soon, Jake. Tora getting one of his own on cap.
Tora's just been so good, and oh no, John getting another with the Spectre on site. Tora winning the fight. A little bit awkward there. Cheerios blinds himself, but Hat gets the trade, and Tora... So good from Tora, so good from Jericho to get up there on site after Cheerios blinds. They know where he is, and it's just, it's not looking good.
Yeah, the A split worked out super well for them, and we are getting another timeout here from the side of Donks, and good. Take the timeouts. They're there for a reason, right? If the first one didn't work, then let's find out what's happening in the second one. Yeah,
this is a tough round, though. I'm going to assume that they're going to try and buy up because you don't want to be down 12-4. You would have to win, 8 rounds in a row just to bring it back to OT. More likely, they're going to want to try and win this round, make it 11-5. And it's almost similar to last game, right? That 11-6 scoreline that came all the way back to OT. That's possible. That's doable, right? But 12-4, a lot tougher. So they're going to want to win this round. They're going to invest everything that they can. And we see pings going off, showing different areas they need to control or play. A lot focused towards the B site, right? Last round, we saw Hat push up into B, take that space, but he didn't break the alarm bot. I don't know if he knows there was an alarm bot that we just saw Tora place, but not breaking it means that the attacker team does not have to worry about flank, right? They just know no one pushed B. Even though Hat got the information, saw there was no one B, he needs to break the alarm bot for him to really get into the mind of the attacker team.
Yeah, beautifully said. So, slow round so far. We are seeing the drone come out early for the side of DONK. They get that info. They know where Tora's at. And so far, they're just opting to spread out. But Gion is just running through Cat right now. Question is, can the baby kill him here? And the baby disconnected?
Oh, no.
Isn't aiming? I don't know what happened. He just didn't respond at all. Looked like he was just staring at the wall there. So...
Here.
Yeah, you know, it's a tough corner, but they just got absolutely rolled. I think...
Yeah, Casual Pink just absolutely steamrolled their way into this A side, and
I would have liked to see DONK make a play there. You know, do something together. Group up, push A main. You know, flash it out. Like the default, the spread out defense has not been working whatsoever.
Yeah, and I like that you bring that up, Jake, because what I would like to see, you know, you mentioned earlier in the op fight that it's you peeking into that defender op, but you know, you have someone like Cheerios on the sky who can flash some of these angles for you to hold them. And, and that's the thing, I haven't seen Cheerios really utilize his flashes to get his team into these positions and to get these early advantages. So
right, they've got the setup, but it's another fast A round. Oh, Tora gets the opening pick somehow right after he's traded, right before he's traded by DeBaby. DeBaby goes down, and after a quick trades, we're in a 3v1. Horselicker to win, to keep the team in the game, has to win this fight. He does not do it, and that'll be a very dominant game, right, coming out from the side of DONK.